So I usually will take some time to think about what I want to say before I hit record. Um and today I just hit record. But typically when I have days like this, I isolate. Um I just sort of shut down, shut everybody out. Um but I ain't trying to do that today. So I'm I'm sharing this and I'm conflicted in sharing this because um knowing that I'm not alone in this and there's other people who deal with the same thing doesn't make me feel any better. It doesn't, I don't feel anything. I'm just kind of like, oh, that sucks that other people are dealing with this. However, um, I have seen that it is very helpful for other people. And me just talking about this and just expressing it could be helpful for me as well. So I again share this with the notion of you're not alone if you go through this. Um, but yeah. Um, so I am in the midst of what I call a PMDD wave. And PMDD stands for premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Um, they define it as severe PMS. And I think that, oh, I'm not getting on this internet and about to cry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Um, I think that that does a tremendous disservice to the people who deal with this. And I say that because the symptoms um, of PMDD involve obviously anxiety and depression, but intense rage. You are on edge all the time. Um, and also ideations of suicide. That's not severe PMS. um, yeah. Uh, it's something that it's something that I'm learning to sort of express and um learn to sit with. I do believe that I've prayed and prayed and prayed because I've prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for healing, and it's still here. I firmly believe that this is my cross to bear, and this is my testimony. When I get this under control, when I get the restraint to go through these moments or these days, rather, um, in stride and help other people do the same once I figure it out. Um, but right now, dealing with PMDD feels like being on fire and expected not to scream. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Go back in my eyes, tears. Go back in my eyes. I can't take nothing serious, y'all. Um, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Go back in my eye, dude. Go, no, no, go back in my eye, tear. Um, I can't take shit serious. But But yeah, it's it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Um and it's a cycle. If you haven't seen my newest entry, or I guess most recent entry in the Worthy series, is called The Phoenix. Um and I didn't blatantly put out that it was my journey with PMDD because I wanted people to be able to, I wanted to leave it ambiguous so people can sort of interpret it the way that resonates with them. Um, but I called it the Phoenix because we all know of the story of the Phoenix, rising from the ashes and, just triumph after failure, XYZ. And I flipped it on its head in a way to where the Phoenix is the PMDD. And what I mean by that is the shit comes back around every time. Once the wave is over with, it's like, oh shoot, I feel like myself again. Oh shoot, I can do this. Oh, but give it a month. And that's the cycle, you know. Um, it's hard, man. Uh, I don't get on here for sympathy, because I know it's not, um, I don't know how, because this video certainly wouldn't help me, but I've been told that me sharing my story is helpful, because I guess people get comfort in hearing that you're not alone. Um, so I'm here to do that, but I guess for me, hearing, "Oh, you're not alone," is just kind of like, "Oh, first of all, that's awful that other people experience this because this is horrible. Secondly, damn, we ain't figured it out how to fix it yet." And it like discourages me because I'm like, bro, we ain't fixed it. We don't have a solution. I'm not alone in here and we ain't figured it out. So that's where my mind goes. I don't have the, you have the same thing. Like, I just, I don't mean to make a mockery of it. I want to be sensitive to it. That's just not the way my brain works. And there's nothing wrong with feeling solace and knowing that other people are suffering too. Um, but that's just not how I process things. But um for what it's worth, if you are dealing with PMDD, you are not alone. I'm here with you, and the second that I find a solution, there is going to be a video about it. Best believe. Okay, so my inner old church lady wants to say that was nothing but the devil, but my card ran out of storage in the middle of me talking. But as I was saying, the minute I find a solution, y'all gonna get a video about it. So um, I am a firm believer that there is a solution. There is help in dealing with this. And I get solace in knowing that the weight of this is so heavy that I can't do it, right? I can't do it on my own, but I'm not doing this on my own. I think of the scripture, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And it's like, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm leaning onto him. And I firmly believe that on top of the reason that I mentioned before of me going through this to potentially help other people, I believe he's letting this ride because he wants me to know undoubtedly that it was him and only him. It's not the prescription, it's not the therapy, it's him, right? Because none of that stuff would even be able to work if he hadn't orchestrated our bodies to work the way they do, you know. I feel like I put an extra word in there, but yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You are not alone. I'm here. I will say, if you need support, I am here for that. If you want to make if you reach out to me on my Instagram, I'm Gym Naturals over there. You want to reach out in the comments. If you obviously you can DM me privately on Gym Naturals, so you ain't gotta, have your business out there. But I'm here. I'm here. And like I said, we're gonna get through this. We're gonna figure it out. There's help along the way. And you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. You don't have to do this by yourself. So, as always, I thank you so much for watching. Stay inspired, stay empowered, and stay beautiful.